Welcome back everybody, and you're watching BitcoinerTalk. In today's video, I'm going to have a little discussion about a topic that I hear a lot of people mentioning, and some people haven't heard of it, so there's that 50-50. The topic is that some people do think that BlackRock at some point will release their own Bitcoin fork. And some examples of Bitcoin forks is Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, and I'm pretty sure Bitcoin Gold as well, but I haven't heard of Bitcoin Gold in a long time. You can create your own fork if you want. All you do is copy Bitcoin, change some settings into it. So instead of 21 million, you'll have 42 million or 50 billion or whatever it is. But the thing is, you're not going to make the same Bitcoin. Bitcoin has already been created. If you want to change something into it and release your own fork, that's what it is, your own type of Bitcoin with some changes, nobody's going to run it. Nobody's interested in your forked Bitcoin. There is the true Bitcoin, and we don't need any forks. We have forks, as I mentioned, Bitcoin Cash, Satoshi Vision, and all that, but it only has a small amount of people on market cap and interest relative to the real Bitcoin. Currently, BlackRock does not have their own Bitcoin fork. What they have is an ETF. And we are not sure if it's paper Bitcoin that they're holding or is it real Bitcoin that they're holding, because we do not have access to the public address of their holdings. So if we knew the address that the money was held in, so if we knew where the 1 million Bitcoin is held in for their customers, or maybe it's in different wallets, but if we had access to verify if they actually truly own as much as Bitcoin as they're saying they are, we could say, yeah, BlackRock is holding the real deal. But now we have no idea if BlackRock actually holds 1 million Bitcoin for their customers, if they actually hold around, I think it's like over 10,000 for BlackRock itself. We do not know if it's paper Bitcoin or if it's real Bitcoin. If we had the public address, we could verify and say, yep, you're all good, you have real Bitcoin. But why am I talking about paper Bitcoin? It's not even the point of this video. The point is that some people are thinking that they will release their own Bitcoin. I personally don't think BlackRock will go that route. You never know. I'm just a pleb sitting in my room talking about Bitcoin. I couldn't tell you for 100% for certain that they won't do that. I just think there is no point for them to do that, to release their own Bitcoin that much people are not gonna use. They'll know that somebody has control over it. Somebody maybe inflated the supply. Somebody maybe changed the code. We have the real Bitcoin. We don't need any more forks. The forks that are at the moment right here, like Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, and all other ones, sorry to tell you, but they're dead projects. I know that I might have some Satoshi Vision holders or some Bcash holders. It's a dead project. It's not used that much. Nobody really cares about it. There is still a community behind both of those projects, but it's being left behind relative to the real Bitcoin. But moving on to BlackRock. If they do release their own Bitcoin BlackRock fork, whatever you want to call it, in sense, you as a Bitcoin holder, you should receive the same amount of fake Bitcoin relative to your real Bitcoin. Fake Bitcoin meaning the fork Bitcoin, BlackRock's fork Bitcoin. So if they do release a forked Bitcoin, you as a Bitcoin holder should be entitled to the same amount of the fake Bitcoin. That's what happened with Bcash. When Bcash came out, everybody that held the real Bitcoin received the same amount of Bcash. So some people held it, some people sold it on and bought more real Bitcoin. And in this situation, if that does happen, you have the full right to sell your BlackRock Bitcoin fork and buy the real Bitcoin. But as I said, I'm not really interested if it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't change my life. It doesn't change my view on Bitcoin. If it does happen, I'll sell it and buy the real Bitcoin. If it doesn't happen, I'll move on with my life, continue making these videos, and staying true to the real Bitcoin. They haven't announced anything. There's just people that are theorizing, thinking that that could happen. If it does happen, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You shouldn't focus on the small news. But all I wanted to say in this video, if it does happen, get rid of it, buy the real Bitcoin, hold the real Bitcoin, always store your coins off exchanges. Don't give anybody else access to your Bitcoin. Hold it tight, because we are going on a big ride in the next 2 to 5 years, and as far as in the future as you can see. This is not going to finish. BlackRock itself wants to take your Bitcoin, not forcefully, but they want you to sell your Bitcoin so they can have your Bitcoin. Whatever happens, just don't panic about any of this FUD that, oh, BlackRock release a Bitcoin fork. Even if they do, that won't change anything for you. All you will get is some extra Bitcoin, well, fake Bitcoin, extra fake Bitcoin that you can convert to the real Bitcoin. So it's just a net positive. Don't sell your Bitcoin to BlackRock. Don't sell your Bitcoin to any big firms or big fund managers. If you do want to sell your Bitcoin, preferably sell it to somebody who you know, somebody, to your family member, maybe somebody else that you know on Bitcoin communities. That's how we run this community. Instead of giving it to the big players, instead of giving to the big exchange, just hold it yourself. Sell it to your somebody who you know. Sell it on some sort of a market, P2P market. It's better than selling it to big firms. That's at least what I think. I feel like I went a bit off the topic in the end of this video, but that's what happens. I sit here, I talk what's on my mind, and then I finish. So this was Bitcoiner Talk, and I'll see you in the next video.